jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Pickett back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 2. You talk about this Giant defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw hauled in by Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers' first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Now runs straight ahead with Warren. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Powering forward. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Warren. Oh, a heck of a move. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. A handoff for Warren. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll around the 37. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right? Yeah. 3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
38.
Here's Gray on 2nd down. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 24. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Fight 60. Shot 17. Hut.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
He's got this to Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Red, yellow. Black, red. Go pink. Black shot. Eagle blue. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Rondale Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Set. Field, black. Ready.
Now back to throw. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson. The 20. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rondale Robinson, 50 yards. And the Giants are back within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. But George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in his zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 69 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants going to take over again on offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready, break. Set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got this complete to Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
On the ball. Hut.
They'll run it now with Gray. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On the ground, it's Gray. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Right, 97. Blaster, 6. Red, cycle.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
In motion, Slayton. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Dialing up another pass here, Pickett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Okay, right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Blue striker. Slide blue. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become through.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, they'll throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Drill green. Hut, hut.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On the move past the 40. He will have the conversion and more than that. And finally taken down at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the give, it's Warren. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Pickett back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Out comes Wan'Dale Robinson with this New York offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 2nd and 5. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on 1st down. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
Ready.
It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Ready. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Drill 52.
Hyatt goes in motion left.
Hut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Go red.
Slot man moves right.
Hut, hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
52 blaster. Claw 10. Check, hut.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
On the run, it's Warren. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, that's football for me.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it, Warren, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Got his man, it's Warren.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Pickett now from the gun here. The hitter here, it's complete. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now a run with Warren. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Warren. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On second down, it's Warren, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Warren. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants now down by 2. A little under a minute to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. This is Robinson finding room in midfield. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the 16-yard line.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here and